Hi there, everyone. I'm Linda Bennett, your spiritual counselor and psychic host for Metaphysically Speaking. We're a program that I just dropped a flashlight all over the place. Hold on. We're a program that sends you good wishes and teaches you how to make your life better. I'll go over metaphysics. Aristotle said metaphysics is the unseen world. In meditation years ago, when I was beginning to do my television program, the name Metaphysically Speaking was given to me in my meditation. And what that did was bring the unseen world to the seen world. And as sparks of God, which is what everything is, we're entitled to know why we're here, where we're going, what are we doing, where have we been? What's the best way to do something? How do we take care of our health? How do we take care of our diets? How do we take care of our physical bodies? Even though the physical body is just a physical body, it's still the temple that houses your soul. Do you fill your house up with garbage? Well, then you shouldn't fill your body up with garbage. If you're living in your house and you think you deserve the respect of a clean house that you can actually see from one end of the room to the other, then you know that you are worthy. And your body houses your soul, so it is also worthy. So today we're going to be covering several things. Open metaphysical questions, and that we've gotten from some of our readers, and what is meditation? I just told my executive producer, Shawnee, that if I have to repeat this one more time, I'm jumping off the nearest bridge. Can't jump out the window, it's a one-story house. But I know that we have more and more new viewers, new listeners, and I have to cover things. So if you've been hearing me for a while and you think, oh no, not meditation again, just grin and bear it for a couple of minutes, because there are so many new people who need to know. It is our privilege to know, and we are entitled to know how to let the God force speak to us. Why? Because we're sparks of God. Our souls are part of the divine light. And for those of you who are atheists, bless your little hearts. That's okay. I don't care. Listen anyway, because you'll find out something new. Many people confuse, by the way, atheists with agnostics. Agnostics say, well, I don't deny that there could be a God. I just don't know what it is. Give me some idea. Show me something sensible that makes sense to me, that I can relate to. Atheists say, there's no such thing as God. And I find, after careful examination, that they're relating God to religion. And let me tell you right now, there is no relationship between God and religion. If the God force, or the light, or the force, or the being, or the great one, whatever you want to call it, has created a universe. And as a little side note, I'd like to know what created that. Then how can you possibly think that a religion would have all the encompassing energy of a God force? It can't. It's not physically possible. The Hindus come closer, as do yogis, and I am a yogi. That means we go to God in all ways. Yoke of God is what yogi means. We understand that there's God in a tree. We understand that there's God in a flower, God in a bumblebee, God in a butterfly, God in the pussycats, God in the birds, God in the food we eat. Unless it's this frankenfood we're being forced to eat with the control by the chemical companies. We should do a show one day on that. Because I am not in favor of all kinds of medicines, because you got a headache for this and a headache for that. Maybe you're eating crap food. But we are entitled to know how to talk to our Creator. And talking to our Creator is prayer. And atheists say there can't possibly be a God, because why would there be wars? Well, God isn't starting the war. Humans do. Men do. Sorry, guys, if you think I'm picking on you, but look at the history that we know, modern history, that's after Atlantis. Modern history, where men were the kings and the noblemen and running the show and killing each other, mutilating each other, conquering. I did a show recently where I talked about women's power, female power. Women want consensus and committee and everybody to have their place and everybody to be flexible and everybody to win and everybody to feel wanted and needed and everybody to contribute to the community. Men want to conquer. Why are we having wars? Dwight Eisenhower, who was president back in the 50s, said, "Beware the industrial military complex." So, prayer is when you talk to God. God talks to you during meditation. And God can talk to you when you're out in your garden. So atheists, forget the concept that organized religion has of God. And just think about what I'm saying. I have experienced more God insights in my yard and in the woods. I used to live in the woods in Connecticut. Than I ever had
in a home.
Yes, I wasn't in a tree. Okay, the secret's out. I lived in a tree. There was a fabulous rock that I thought was just set there by nature for me because I used to sit on top of the rock and meditate. And the first time I did that, I was annoyed by the birds tweeting because all of a sudden every bird in the universe came to tweet in my yard. But I realized it was the energy that they were attracted to. And I had seen a fox dashing through the back of the property one day. And I thought, that fox better not be eating my birds or my bunnies because the yard was filled with bunnies and quail and pheasant and squirrels, of course. I love squirrels and every kind of thing you can imagine. And I was meditating, I don't know how long, maybe an hour outside. It was a beautiful breeze. And I came out of the meditation to some beautiful little songbird. I don't know what it was. It was in the fall, so birds were migrating through the area. And there was 2 squirrels sitting up in the tree, and there was a bunny off under this little bush. And then my cat Cuddles was staring out the screen door at me. And she and Pinky used to come. You remember Pinky and Cuddles? They used to come and meditate with me every night. One was on one foot, the other was on the other. And as my eyes adjusted and I looked around, a bobcat was in one corner of the property and the fox was in another. And nobody was moving and everybody was looking at me. And I thought, holy moly, I've got a bobcat here and the fox is over there. I was stunned, but it was like a magical moment because everything was attracted to the energy. Because every time someone says a prayer or meditates, it creates fabulous energy. We know everything is energy. Your flower pots are energy. Your cooking pots are energy. Your house is energy. The wood is energy. Your energy. Different kinds of energy, but energy nevertheless. And energy gets attracted to good things. So does negative energy get attracted. And I always tell my students that when they feel like they're being tested, and I'm not talking about the whack jobs that go after Satanism or some other kind of evil thing, because there really is evil, and we will do a show on that, but that's not what this is about. If you're doing something positive and evil comes along, it's testing you to see how resolved are you to stay in the light. How powerful are you? Do I need to worry about you? I'm Mr. Evil. Do I need to worry about you getting rid of me? So if you're in a state of prayer and meditation, you're always protected. The universe watches out for you. Otherwise, nobody would be able to pray and meditate. So the bobcat didn't attack me. Everybody ran back to their corners. As I started to get up, everything disappeared. The squirrel stayed in the tree, but nevertheless, basically everything disappeared.
Because they were in their physical body. These were not astral beings that you saw.
No, they were real animals.
I'm just saying.
I lived in the woods.